Welcome back. It's Stuart, the unrepentant atheist, with another clip from the line. And we're going to go with Alex here, who's calling in from Scotland. And let's hear what he's got to say.
What you say, you know.
Well, then you're mostly right. Let's get to the part where we disagree and fix that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to see what you guys stand on the idea of like God as universal oneness. You know, I sort of go with the idea that
I don't see any evidence
events.
I don't see any evidence for universal oneness, nor do I think that that's warranted to call a God.
Right. Okay. So I study Taoism. Right. I consider myself a Taoist, and recent physics understanding talk about this idea that there's no separate events or separate things in the real universe. A lot of physicists talk about it. A lot of, people throughout the ages have talked about it. It dates back to Hinduism, Taoism, Buddhism. They all talk about it. But to me, it seems logical. It's not something that I'm just coming up with out of thin air. It's like looking at the evidence and thinking deeply about it. I feel like there is sort of one event as the universe, and there's one thing which is the universe. And when I meet people, I see them as myself, and I don't judge people by their egos and stuff. Like, I'm a vegan, right? And I know you're not into that, Matt, but I've been a vegan since I was 5 years old. And through my whole life, I've been...
Why is it relevant that Matt's not into veganism? Weird.
Yeah, exactly. So through my life, I've been looking at people eating animals and thinking it's immoral, but at the same time, I don't see them as bad people. And how I justify that is I don't judge people by the idea.
Be careful. Be very careful. You've not seen Matt go to war on vegans, have you? I don't think you have. Be careful.
Of themselves. I judge people by the consciousness behind it. And I see everything as consciousness and the universe as consciousness, And I think that's a good way
Is this pair of glasses in my left hand, is it conscious?
The problem we have here is
is this pair of glasses conscious? That's a yes or no question.
Just answer.
Okay, I'll just answer. It's not conscious, no.
Cool. Then is that pair of glasses something in the universe?
Yes.
Then your statement that everything in the universe is conscious is clearly not true with the very first example I came up with.
That's not what I said. I said everything in the universe is consciousness.
Everything in the universe is consciousness. This is one of the, I've debated a few people in the last, 2 or 3 weeks or so, mainly about Alan Watts type sort of Zen propositions, namely that the universe is one and that consciousness is what the universe does, and that we are a manifestation of universal consciousness, and that when we die, yes, of course, all our memories, etc., will go, but this consciousness will go on, and we'll find another body to inhabit. So, I think that is that's the whole philosophy in a nutshell. But let's go on and hear what else he's got to say.
Not conscious.
Oh, so you're saying that this pair of glasses is consciousness?
Yes. So
what does he mean by consciousness? You've got we're conscious and we've got consciousness, and I suppose what's meant by that is that we're aware of ourselves, we're aware of the world around us, we're aware of others, we've got senses, we've got a sense of ourselves. That's being conscious, and I suppose that we call that consciousness. In what possible sense could you claim that everything in the universe is consciousness? Unless you could demonstrate somehow that it's aware of itself. It's weird.
When I use the word consciousness, I'm talking about what the universe is made out of, and I know that's something that most people don't do. But I think there's an issue with language where it's we don't have the words for everything. So when I use the word consciousness,
we may not have the words for everything, but would you agree that the normative usage for the word consciousness is about something in the state of being awake or state of being aware of one's surroundings, and tied to consciousness, the fact of awareness? So at a minimum, when you use the word consciousness in a way that it applies to this pair of glasses, you are using a non-standard definition, a definition that is esoteric And so wouldn't it be better for you to actually come up with a different word and describe the concept? So what do you mean by consciousness, and how does this pair of glasses qualify?
So I like to say that I am consciously aware that I am consciousness, right? So when I see what the universe is made out of, I see that as like what is happening, like essentially, protons and electrons spinning, vibration, whatever the universe is doing. That's what I describe as consciousness. And I know like there's not necessarily a word for that.
Okay, so you've created it. No. You've created a tautology. Whatever the universe is doing, you're going to call it consciousness.
Yes.
Brilliant, Matt. You've nailed that. It is a tautology. I was trying to figure out a good critique of this view, but yes, it is a tautology.
I mean, I know that's not
stop.
English language. I know.
Stop. Why would you call it consciousness when consciousness is a particular English word whose usage always, other than your esoteric usage, applies to a conscious mind being awake and aware? Why are you using that word instead of saying fladambledam? And fladambledam is the state of the universe and whatever the universe does. Because if you had said, hey, Matt, I think that pair of glasses is an example of what the universe does, I would have said, I agree. But
apologies. Let me just stop there. I believe I can't second guess him because I don't think he'll admit it. The reason that people use the word consciousness is because nobody wants to die. Everybody wants to live forever. And if the universe is a oneness and the universe is consciousness and we're a manifestation of that consciousness, then clearly something of us will go on and live forever with the universe. That's why he's sort of hijacked that word.
I don't agree that it's justified to call it consciousness. And when if the usage that you're saying is that this is what the universe does, then how do you get from what the universe does to this notion of oneness with regard to conscious minds?
Right.
It's called an equivocation fallacy.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes I speak and it sounds like I'm speaking over you, but there's a slight delay, and I get
I understand.
Excuses. So he's suddenly backed into a corner. He's been completely and utterly debunked, frankly, and now he's complaining about the delay.
Yeah. Okay. So I listen to a lot of philosophy. I like Alan Watts. I like Eckhart Tolle. I really like Sadhguru right now, and a bunch of other people.
Now I see the problem.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, okay, that's fair. That's fine. That's totally understandable from your standpoint, right? But
it's no. It's not from my standpoint. You are the one who is stop. You are the one who is advocating for a complete non-standard usage of a term whose the only reason that you want to use consciousness instead of peanut butter is so that you can then do an equivocation fallacy to say that your usage for consciousness and this other usage of consciousness must be tied together. Because if consciousness has nothing substantive to do with your definition of this is what the universe does, then you should be using the word peanut butter and arguing with peanut butter aficionados about how this pair of glasses is peanut butter. You're the one playing with language here. You're the one that is actively working towards an equivocation fallacy. Don't act like we're the ones that are in the non-standard position here.
Okay, so when I meet people, I see them as what the universe does.
So what?
Cool. Okay, so that's essentially what I'm saying. And I think what the universe does is what we are, and I think that's God.
You just did it again. You just did a new equivocation fallacy.
You told me to.
Well, no, but you just did. Now it's that this is God. So forget peanut butter. God is jelly.
What you did is you said, I look at people and say people are what the universe does. And then I say, this is what we are, and I'm going to define that as God. And my answer to that is everything you've said is completely useless. It has no value in philosophical discussions about God. It has no value to me or anyone else. You have definitionally created a tautology, a position where you have defined God to be what you've defined God as. No nobody, including you, should give a shit about it. It doesn't carry any weight. It doesn't edify us about anything. It doesn't inform us. It doesn't educate us. It doesn't explain anything. You have adopted a completely useless, esoteric definition of God, and I don't want to waste any more time on it.
Are you going to hang up on me, or
can I do it? Do you mind, Alex?
Yeah,
I have a way.
I don't need to hang up on
go for it.
Alex, do you mind if you don't mind if I hang up on you? Because I feel like everybody's been waiting for a specific thing to happen. You good with it?
That's fine. Go for it, mate.
No.
Okay, enough of that. So this was really the end result of some of my online discussions that I've had with people who've got this view that, for example, human beings are what the universe does, and that essentially the universe is God, and that we're all part of God. And I agree with Matt completely. And I said to the people I debated with online that their conception of God is basically utterly useless, because it's no consolation to me that when I die, all my memories will be lost, and that anything that maybe wakes up in another body, for example, this little bit of this kind of universe that I've got in me that sort of keeps me going and keeps me conscious, or is like a sort of, pilot in the body. This piece of consciousness, which is exactly the same as every other little bit of consciousness, right down to the last detail, definitionally and everything, it's exactly the same as it will go back to what I've heard people call as the source, this sort of ocean of consciousness which is out there somewhere, or which is essentially the universe. Big deal. I mean, I will be dead, all my memories will go, and it's a completely useless concept and impossible to demonstrate, or at least as far as I won't assert that it's impossible to demonstrate. No, let me take it back on that. I don't know if it's possible to demonstrate it, but I haven't seen any demonstration of it, and I don't know whether if it could be demonstrated, that would be quite something. It would be even more probably remarkable than demonstrating the existence of the Christian God. But I mean, at least the Christian God has got some kind of use to it, namely eternal life, judgment, etc., prayers. At least Christianity has got some kind of use to human beings. This religion, if you can call it a religion, or this belief system, is utterly useless. And look, I used to hang out in the 90s with people who were into sort of New Age type, meditation, Zen, and all that type of thing. And I've sat around smoke-filled rooms, people smoking joints, etc., incense sticks, the whole lot, crystals, you name it, it was there. And I've been told that when you meditate, you can become one with the existence. Now, at the time, I kind of just took it. I just took it as meaning something that it's something that would help me in my meditation. I didn't take it literally. I didn't really take it as any kind of proper truth claim. It was a very esoteric type of thing, and I take it the same way now, that when a lot of people say these things, they're trying to evoke some kind of feeling inside themselves, that they want to be one with the universe. They want the sort of universal love thing. And I'm not for universal love at all. I mean, let me just say that. I've got people in my life that I love, family, friends, people like that. But by no means do I embrace the concept of universal love. Some people out there are right bastards and psychos, and I hate them, and I'd like to see them dead. So no, I don't embrace any of that nonsense at all. Okay, well, if you're still listening, well done. You probably, most of you probably let go once the call was over. That's all for now. Let me know what your thoughts are about that. But as for New Age, sort of oneness, universal oneness, I don't see any good reason to believe that it's true. And even if it was true, it would be completely irrelevant to anybody. It really would. Okay, bye for now.